Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the Ford Crown Victoria, and today's topic is, do you pick the Crown Vic or do you go with the Mercury Grand Marquis? The important part of today's video is, it helps you decide which one you may want to go with, or if you already have it, hey, that's cool too. Y'all leave a comment down below which one you would choose and which one you already have. So I'm partnering with Super Clean to give away a set of their cleaning products for your vehicle. It is biodegradable. All you have to do is leave a comment on this video down below. And if you see me on Instagram, also leave a comment for a chance to win a set of their cleaning products for your vehicle. With the Crown Vic, you stand a chance of finding one with the bucket seats, especially if you get a P71. Now the Mercury, you always pretty much get the bench seat up front, so that's a nice thing. So if you're looking for that bench seat up front where you can sit 3 people, or you just like having an armrest right there and not that gap if you have the bucket seats like in the Crown Vic, then you want to go with the Mercury. Also, if you're looking for a smoother ride, because you can find the Mercury with the air suspension on the rear, and that gives it a much smoother ride. And you also don't have the it doesn't look like a police car, right? So if you want to stay away from that aggressive police car look, you definitely want to go with the Grand Marquis. Now, if you don't mind the police look, or you want to still run the Crown Vic, but you don't want it to look like a police car, then you can go with a higher trim level Crown Vic, like the one I have here. This one has like the chrome grille in the front. I actually have the bench seat in this one. So yeah, this is a civilian model, because they do have a few different kinds of the Crown Vic, at least trim levels. So the Crown Vic and the Grand Marquis do have similar V8 powertrains, which is the 4.6 liter V8, which is in both vehicles. They both are bolted to the 4-speed automatic. Now, horsepower for both vehicles also depends on what year and what configuration they have as far as the differential. Now, both vehicles will get around 15 to 16 miles per gallon in the city and 23 to 24 on the highway. Now, I believe the Grand Marquis will get a slightly better gas mileage due to the Crown Victoria. If you have the P71, due to the programming of the car, it may burn a little bit more fuel. All right, that brings us to the next point. That is the ride and comfort. So now this is where the two really start to separate when it comes to ride and comfort. Now, of course, both vehicles do have plenty of interior space, plenty of trunk space. However, when it comes to the ride of the vehicle, the Crown Vic is going to have a little bit more harsher, firmer ride due to, it's made more for the fleet and made to go over curves and for chasing down other vehicles. So therefore, the suspension is totally different. On the Grand Marquis, you're going to have a more softer, quieter ride because they're aiming more on the luxury side. So like I was saying, when you have the air suspension on the back, just to give it a more smoother ride, which is definitely, you do notice the difference if you have driven the Grand Marquis that has the air suspension versus the Crown Victoria. They are totally different when it comes to ride. It just, rides real smooth with the Grand Marquis. Now, if you're big on like the interior, you want a nice looking interior, you definitely want to go with the Grand Marquis because you get a lot of the like wood grain, a lot of the more softer touch material in there. Now, the Crown Vic, yeah, that's more of it's going to be more plain. Even in the civilian one that I'm driving now, it's just more plain. Even though we have like a little bit of wood on the dash, that's about it. You don't get it on the door panels, and even on the Grand Marquis, you get like the Lincoln handles on some models, depending on what year it is, where you can close the door. But yeah, if you're looking for a nicer interior, you're definitely going to want to go with the Grand Marquis. If the interior is not a big deal, you still can get a nice one. Like you can find a Crown Vic with the leather seats and stuff. It just won't be as nice as the Grand Marquis. If you've seen a nice Grand Marquis, they are. The interior is hard to beat when it is compared to the Crown Victoria. Now, with the Grand Marquis, you also, like I said, you get the digital cluster, which I believe that is a pretty cool feature. Leave a comment down below if you guys have seen that, the digital cluster. I like that. I wish I could find a Crown Vic that has that in it. That'd be pretty cool. I just like the digital stuff. Now, you also get the digital climate control in the Grand Marquis. You can find that in the Crown Vics and some of them as well, but not with the P71. So if you're going with P71, which is the police model, You can just scratch all that. You're not gonna find the digital cluster. You're not gonna find the digital climate. You're not gonna find any wood grain. It's gonna be bare bones, basic, and you won't get the bench seat. It's gonna be the bucket seats. If you just want a P71 and you want to have the bench seat, you're gonna have to go with a detective model, which is they're getting harder and harder to find because, well, just the way times are. Another neat feature you get, I mean, of course, this is pretty much obsolete now, but you get the 6-disc CD changer and some of the Grand Marquis, which you don't get in the Crown Victoria. They also have that same feature in the Mercury Marauder as well. Now, other than that, tech and safety features are going to pretty much be the same. You're going to have it's the same layout, same dashboard design, same. Some of the seats have the airbags in them, depending on which year model you have and what trim level you have. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. Now, this is a big one. What about the price and the value when it comes to these two vehicles? Price on the Crown Vic versus on the Grand Marquis. Well, I think at the end of the day, each one has a fan base. Each one has where people prefer it over the other one. So to me, they're going to pretty much be closely matched when it comes to price. It's going to depend on the condition of the vehicle. Because if you find a nice, clean Crown Victoria, and you also got a nice, clean Grand Marquis, if you have someone that's looking for a Crown Vic and you have someone that's looking for a Grand Marquis, then the price, I mean, it's up to them. If they feel like they want to pay that much for it, then it's up to them. It's all about the condition of the vehicle. So to me, on the price and value is going to pretty much be the same because they're like, which it all depends on which one you prefer. Some people prefer the Crown Vic. Some people prefer the Grand Marquis. Me personally, I've seen more people prefer the Crown Vic. I think a lot of people, after they have had a Crown Vic, maybe they want to go ahead and get a Grand Marquis. But like when someone is first being introduced to the Panther platform, they typically like the Crown Victoria. So now let's break it down. So if you're going to go with the Crown Victoria, if you plan on modifying the engine or you're trying to get more power out the vehicle, you're going to probably do a lot of upgrades to it. You're going to more likely want to go with the Crown Victoria. If you want to go with the Grand Marquis, well, that's if you just want a nice, smooth riding car, get you to point A to point B, just, luxurious far as it can get and go from there. So that'll be the difference. Most people, they're going to be modifying or trying to go for the power. They typically do go for the Crown Victoria because you can find that car with the 140 on the dashboard. So, it's governed at a higher mile per hour. Well, on that, thanks for tuning in, watching the video. Leave a comment, hit the like button, share, and I will catch you guys on the next one.